Chef Ryan, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so welcome back, first of all.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. Okay, these sound like exotic items. You say they're menu staples for you guys.
They are. I think that people kind of come to expect to have something that's different, but also familiar when they eat at our restaurant. And this is kind of a combination of that. Like rabbit might not be familiar, but biscuits and gravy is familiar.
Right.
So we've got some biscuits here. We make all of our own bread at the restaurant. Those are some biscuits.
Oh, well, this is an interesting twist, and I think that's a good idea to get people introduced to it, perhaps.
Oh, totally.
And something a little different.
You pair something exotic with something familiar, and that's how you get a convert.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to use that tip for picky eaters at home. I hadn't thought about it that way. Pair something new with something traditional and familiar.
Yeah, anytime I have like a fish on the menu that's like something that someone's never heard of, I always put it in a prep that they have heard of.
Okay.
And that's how it sells.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It does. I like it.
So I'm making our gravy here, and I'm doing it the French way. There's no flour in this. It's just shallot, garlic, Dijon mustard, a little stock, a little vinegar, a little white wine, and some cream.
Do you have skeptics out there who are like, I don't know, but when perhaps they try it, they're like, oh, that is really good.
That's the best part, is turning those skeptics into converts, for sure.
Bet. Okay, now is this the rabbit?
This is the rabbit.
Okay.
We confit it earlier, meaning we cooked it in fat. So we submerged it in oil and fat and cooked it slow for a couple of hours.
Okay, it looks like chicken.
It looks like,
It's like chicken, but it does look like chicken.
It's like chicken thighs.
Okay.
That kind of dark meat. And at the restaurant, we've got a large patio, and often there are rabbits on the patio. So you can be eating rabbit and see a rabbit.
You did not say that.
It happens all the time.
A Snow White experience in my head, and then eating it just seems wrong. Speaking of, where do you get it from?
Oh, goodness.
Here in Indiana, it's a local producer. Their name is Meet the Rabbit.
Meet the rabbit.
There you go.
What is it about that meat? Because I'm curious, for someone who's never tried it, why rabbit? Is it a flavor? Is it a texture thing?
It's a flavor.
It's a
It's
flavor.
a tastier. I don't want to say like bring everything to like what chicken is.
Yeah.
But it's a tastier chicken.
Okay.
Like I enjoy duck more than chicken. It's a tastier,
Right. Okay.
So then we reduce this down, add a little bit of butter, and then I always pair, when I do rabbit, I always make sure there's carrots on the plate. I think it's kind of fun to have what the rabbit eats.
Oh. This just keeps getting better and better, Chef Ryan.
There's actual thought that goes into it.
You've got like a dark sense of humor here that's taking a twist.
Yeah, maybe. Some mushrooms, but you could do, you could really do anything. You could do peas or asparagus, but we've chosen just some carrots and some mushrooms.
Oh, I'm such a big mushroom fan. Those look delicious. Now, how long does that have to cook in there? Does it need to be a thick consistency?
The consistency of gravy, like a heavy sauce kind of consistency. We're almost there.
Yeah. So for those who aren't familiar, while we're waiting, let's talk about your menu in general, Chef, and what else perhaps you have to offer, because I would imagine if you want to be a little more, I don't know, brave, broaden your horizons, you have something like this, but then you have traditional dishes as well that we've talked about before.
We have a pork chop,
Yeah.
we have a chicken schnitzel, we have a steak, we have several fish options. But it's a small menu, it's a focus menu. We have 8 small plates or appetizers, and we have 8 entrees, a handful of side dishes, and a few desserts.
I like focus menus, Vanessa. I don't know about you, but I
I
like
do
things
too. I think I said it before, because with a chef like Ryan, it's just trust him. Like whatever you see on the menu, whatever looks good.
If you're in a restaurant and the menu is one page and the servers are a little bit older, you're in a good restaurant.
Okay.
Oh,
and then everything should be like at its peak, right?
Exactly.
Best it could be.
Yep.
I'm sure this is just delicious.
It's one of my
Chef,
favorites.
remind us where we can find you as well if we want to come try.
We're up on 86th Street, directly east of the Fashion Mall.
Oh, look at that pour. Okay, Vanessa, we're going to take some
We're
pictures
gonna
of this
do it.
pretty plate,
Take
and then
some pictures
perhaps
and
we're
we'll
going
take a
to
bite.
take a taste test coming up right after this. I am ready.